You men who long for love, you mustn't all despair. There's a secret you should know to capture the hearts of the fair. You may not have the looks, you may not have the dash, but you'll win yourself a girl if you've only got a mustache, a mustache, a mustache, if you've only got a mustache.
So, here's the first installment of Moustache Movember. We're going to start off with wrestling, just because I know it a little bit better than I do a lot of other sports. I did CJMQ with Matt last year, so we're going to, instead of being just one sport, we're going through just wrestling, being a little bit more specific. I'm going to do 9, 10, 8. He's going to do his 9, 10, 8. And we're going to go from there. So
I didn't grow a mustache, by the way.
He didn't.
I'm supporting you by doing this, but I didn't grow a mustache.
I know, I can see. That's okay.
The bar's been set high, though. I think I have a good list. I'm not going to say my list is better, but I think it's going to be better.
We'll see. So, my first, number 10 is Ox Baker. I was looking through the list. We're going to throw up pictures as this goes through. This dude looked like a serial killer. You don't even know who he is.
No idea.
I don't know who he is either. That's the scary part.
A WWE wrestler?
I don't know. I don't even know. I just put in mustache wrestling, and that's the first guy that popped up. And he was terrifying.
You got to give him props. If his mustache was so good that you don't know who he is, but he still made the list, it must have been impressive.
It was
That's
pretty
all I can
sick.
say.
My number 9, Rick Steiner, early 80s wrestler with his brother Scott. Really thick, really intense.
The Steiner brothers.
In general, but Scott didn't have a mustache. He was clean shaven.
He did until he became Big Papa Pump.
And then he also had the full.
But he went the Hogan where he went blonde and mustache over top. We'll get to that because it's on my list. I think it counts. But no. Rick Steiner himself, the dog-faced gremlin, I mean, that was a handlebar of all handlebar mustaches.
Sure. It was good.
Accentuated by the headgear, the wrestling headgear that they wore.
He did wear that for
and
a while.
Leather jackets with the sleeves.
Yeah,
Believe me, the Steiner brothers, they're a lot higher on my list.
They're good wrestlers, too.
In general. They're in the top 3.
Number 8, Dexter Loomis.
Yes.
Serial killer, more modern era, like probably the only guy right now that's prominently known for his mustache.
Well, he's flipped it. It's like blonde hair and then darker mustache.
Terrifying.
Well, it's the stare. It's all about the cold, like...
It's the serial killer look.
He made my list, too. He's on my list as well.
That's a serial killer thing.
I like him. I like him better in NXT, this newer group that's on the bottom, than the older ones, like the Damian Priest.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a mustache.
Not yet.
He better not.
No, but that's a good choice. That's a good choice.
He's
a good wrestler.
He's number 8, but he looks terrifying. I think on every list I've made, there's one person I'm like, man, that person could kill like 700 people and probably bury them and no one would know.
Yeah. He stares at you like he needs a shower. I don't even know what that means, but it's like, it's just something's going on there. I like Loomis.
That's not good.
And he spells Loomis Lumis for all you keeping track at home, which I thought was bizarre. I don't know if it's on purpose because I'm sure it's not his real name.
Grammar police.
You're welcome.
It's all right. Now, you're number 10.
Number 10, in honor of today, which is Rusev Day.
No way. Is it?
It is.
No shit.
So, number 10 is Rusev, or the best man Miro, he's now in AEW.
Yeah,
now,
true.
I know what you're saying. He's never gone just the mustache, but whether he's gone mullet or like beard, he always has the pencil thin.
That's true.
Moustache. So, I'm going to give my props to Miro, and then the other little side connection to an honorable mention is, of course, Aiden English, his former tag team partner. And who was Aiden English's former...
He had more of a goatee.
Well, more just as a bridge. Use English as a bridge to get to Simon Gotch of the Vaudevillians, going to my honorable mentions.
Oh.
So 10 is kind of a 2 for 1. Number 9, we just talked about him, Dexter Loomis.
Yeah. Oh, so we have something in common. That's good.
I don't think he's supposed to be within 90 feet of a school or a Chuck E. Cheese. So it's good that he's gotten into wrestling. Solid upper lip sweater. And then number 8, I go to a tag team. FTR, Forever the Revival. I go with the tag team of the Revival. Scott and Flip, or Cash and Dash.
They changed their names so much. They lost last night.
But they always said FTR, Forever the Revival. So no matter what they're called, they are the Revival. And anytime that your mustache goes down, up, and then connects to the sideburns into a chin strap, and you have no hair on the top of your head,
that's Scott Dawson, right?
Respect. Yeah.
Scott Dawson.
Yeah. And Dash is the other guy.
He doesn't know. He's the one that knocked out the dude during Bret Hart that tackled the other guy and he gave him a couple shots.
They're good. They're old school wrestlers.
They are.
No flips, just fists.
That was
No
the name of the
cash,
segment when I
just
came onto
stash.
your show.
That's it. They leave the
There you go.
WWE. They don't care about money. They're going to AEW. No cash, just stash.
That's right.
That's it. That's my top. That's my top three, or my bottom three, as it were.
Sweet. We'll be back with the rest of our list. We're gonna give you a little Mo fact very soon. So we're back. We're doing 7, 6, and 5.
There's nothing even in this cup. I just wanted to sip from it like the people on late night.
There you go. Anyway, my number 7, Simon Gotch. Had the Von Villain mustache with Aiden English that you mentioned before. Really nice mustache. Hard to pull off. The only other guy that pulled it off, definitely more better than he did, was Rolly Fingers.
Mo better.
Mo better.
Although Simon Gotch, excellent mustache, average wrestler, and
Also a super
worst
asshole.
character backstage.
Yeah, Brandon's a real jerk.
real
Sin Cara
jerk.
beat the piss out of him a few times.
Well, but excellent mustache.
Yeah, it's true.
So, he's got that going for him.
That's
Yeah.
number 7. Number 6, I'm going with Triple H when he handlebar era. Handlebar era. Devin asked me, did he ever actually have a mustache? He had probably the most solid handlebar mustache of all time.
Ooh, I know.
It was so good.
Time to play the game. I like that. I thought about Triple H. He received some consideration, but I forego it. But
That was a good mustache.
he was solid.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, he's been in the game a long time. Long hair, short hair, mustache, no stash. If you wrestle
Now,
for long enough,
no hair or goatee.
you wrestle for long enough, you pretty much go
Done
through every
facial
iteration.
hair,
So, but Triple H did it well. Respect to the water bottle and the spit with a good stash.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
It's like
100%.
Yeah, I like that.
Number 5, I'm going with Sergeant Slaughter.
The
That's a mustache you can set your watch to.
Mm-hmm.
Super solid. Had it, I think, throughout his entire career.
He had to take some attention off that chin. So growing that immaculate mustache on top would help distract people for the fact that he looked like Jay Leno's father. Well, Sarge. I like Sergeant Slaughter, though. That's good. USA. Back when you could, choke out somebody. That reminds me of the Iron Sheik.
Oh, no, is he on your list?
He's on my honorable mention.
Oh,
is he on
no
your list?
way.
I don't want to spoiler alert.
No, he was going to be in there, but
Sheiky baby.
F. Hulk Hogan.
Sheiky baby. Some guy who stayed true to his gimmick. If you want to fall into a rabbit hole, he's still cutting promos.
On Hulk Hogan.
Oh, yeah. Outside the Walmart, you can find him. So, Iron Sheik, great connection there. I'm going to go back a bit, so you want my 7th, right?
Yes.
Okay, another tag team. It's 2 for 1. What a deal. I went with, aptly named Moustache Mountain. You got Tyler Bate, first European champion. Trent Seven, dad bod extraordinaire. That man is a pro wrestler and still doesn't work out. You got to respect that. But why? Mustache. You grow a good mustache, doesn't even matter if you're not a body guy.
But it wasn't a real mustache.
It's Mustache Mountain. Sometimes they grow
They
beards.
grew facial hair after.
Yeah,
That's
but
what drove me nuts.
it's their shtick, and Tyler Bate, he's good, and it's their style. He's really young. He was like 23.
Yeah,
when he,
I thought about actually getting the T-shirt for like the whole month, but I'm like, man, by the time WWE sent it to me, it'd be next year.
yeah, and they're Euros too. They go back and forth. NXT, they probably won't go up for a long time. But no, respect to them and the mustache. They wear it on their trunks. Mustache Mountain, number 7. Number 6, sticking with NXT, Tommaso Ciampa. People get distracted by that huge beard that he has underneath, but
It looks like Mick Foley.
you see the little curly, I'm going with Tommaso Ciampa only because I like putting him on my list. I like what he's doing. I like what he's doing now. I like how he reinvents himself, and I'm calling it. Maybe it's like a premonition from Matt Hardy. Maybe he's gonna shave the beard and just go like dirty porn stuff.
Maybe. That's possible.
I just wanted to put Ciampa on the list. It doesn't really make sense, but number 6 is Tommaso Ciampa.
All right.
And number 5, Jake the Snake Roberts.
Have to.
Legendary. Porn stars grew mustaches like Jake Roberts. Not only wrestlers wanted to cut promos like Jake Roberts, wrestlers wanted their wives to sleep with Jake Roberts, probably not true, and everybody wanted to have a mustache like Jake the Snake Roberts, and that mustache saw a lot of crack smoke, saw a lot of pot smoke, did not matter, he still made his dates. Jake
And
the
he
Snake.
does DDP yoga now.
Of course. He's very, very spry. He's on AEW.
Yes.
He's the manager.
Lance Archer's manager,
Sure.
I believe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a miracle he's still alive. If it wasn't for Diamond Dallas Page, we would have lost a lot of wrestlers. Jake Roberts would have been one of them.
Scott Hall.
Fun watch. Resurrection of Jake the Snake.
Yes, I've seen that.
It's a
It's
DDP
very
production. Very good.
Anyways, we're going to go to our next Movember stat, and we'll be with you very shortly. That's
to number 4.
To number 4 on my list, Rick Rude.
Oh, he's number 4 on my list too.
Oh, well, look at that, twinsies.
Samesies.
He had probably a nice pristine mustache.
Yeah.
I go with him, number 4. Number 3, I go with Jake the Snake Roberts.
Nice.
He's kind of like Sergeant Slaughter, very similar style of mustache. A little bit thicker, a little bit more there. And I think with him, without a mustache, not as solid as a character.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Well, Jake Roberts and Rick Rude both had photos of themselves airbrushed on their trunks with their mustache. So that, that puts them in the top 6, no problem.
Do I still have my number 2 then?
Number 2, yeah. Number 2.
I went with the Legion of Doom.
Oh.
Both of them had mustaches.
Wow.
And a lot of people were like, what? Really? Seriously? They did.
They did.
Animal had more of the horseshoe style, where Hawk was more of the traditional solid mustache.
Yeah, he had the
so
double.
it's kind of a 2-for-1. I almost put them number 1. I was really close.
They really paid attention to that because when one had the mohawk, the other one had the double
they had
mohawk.
the faux hawk and everything.
And then the rat tail with the,
that's my number 2.
That's solid. I didn't think of LOD.
Me neither.
And a lot of people copied themselves after LOD. Good answer. My number 4, Rick Rude.
Oh, nice.
We already talked about my number 3, the Steiner brothers. But again, big shout out to Big Papa Pump Scotty Steiner when he left. When he went the Hogan bleach with the black, over top. And, what was it? Rick Steiner was the dog-faced gremlin?
Yes, he
Just
was.
kick-ass nickname. Number 2, legendary Mean Gene Okerlund. You could set
Mean Gene.
This guy's mustache, finally manicured. It just made his guests look better. Sophisticated, classy. From Andre to Hogan to Rowdy. Mean Gene was always there. I give shout out R.I.P. Mean Gene. Is it okay? Mean Gene's dead.
Anyways, we're both going to go to our number 1 after the break. We're going to do one other mustache fact, and we'll be back really soon. So we're back, and we have both of our number 1s left. And
It better be the same.
I'm pretty sure it's the same because when we did this a year ago, he was surprised that my number 1 wasn't his number 1 and whatever. But it was more of a mustache overall sports. And his number 1 was Hulk Hogan.
Mm-hmm.
And my number 1 wrestling mustache is, of course, Hulk Hogan. There's no other person that I think without that mustache would be as great as he was. Segue to the Owen Hart thing. I'm pretty sure no matter what happened, Hogan was pretty good.
He's still alive?
Yeah, he's still somehow.
He's got a beach house.
He's got a beach
still
house.
okay.
But like Matt said, he did really good mustaches in the 80s, the 90s when he did his epic heel turn, when he came back to wrestling. Amazing mustache. There's no way he is not the number 1 pro wrestling mustache of all time.
Well, mine is different. Mine is Hollywood Hulk Hogan specifically.
Okay.
When he had the black spray painted stubble, and then the super beach blonde with the bandana, he came out playing the bell like a guitar.
Yes.
The swagger he got as Hollywood Hogan may have been derived from that mustache.
Really?
Just keeping it blonde. That's where the atomic of the leg drop came from. Kept that finishing maneuver. Suspicious. Hogan knows best. Hollywood Hulk Hogan, number 1. No brainer.
Oh,
no brainer.
There's no
Anybody's list.
No.
But mine go together. Number 2, Mean Gene.
Yeah.
Him and Hogan.
Well,
the power of the chemistry
so
of the
true.
mustaches together.
It's like
explosive.
It's true. It's sad because my buddy Kevin was telling me, what is Mean Gene on your list? And I'm like, he wasn't a wrestler. I'm like, but he was super important.
I said mine would be better.
I know. I have to give you. I think your list is slightly better than mine, which is fine.
That's fun,
okay.
Though. It's a good cause. This is mustaches for.
I've had a great time growing my mustache for the month, and I'm unbelievable by all the support that I've got. Well, thank you for everybody for hopefully watching and enjoying our list. And we'll see you for the next list, which will be baseball mustaches.
It'll be a good one.
Hopefully.
It'll be a good one.
My buddy Kevin knows more about baseball than I do, so it should be way better. All right, take it easy, guys.